Marriage. Marriage is what brings us together today. Okay. Here are the problems that I have with marriage. So, number one, swear not by the heaven, for it is God's throne, nor by the earth, for it is his footstool, and nor by your own head, for you cannot make one hair on it black or white. Okay. So you're not supposed to swear, I swear I'll never leave you. So marriage is something that God does. You don't choose. You don't choose. God joins people together, and God can put people asunder also. And sometimes they're joined at deeper levels than others. And right now, no one's really doing what they're supposed to do. Every great once in a while, there winds up being a couple who is actually married. They were originally married by God, and then they go have a wedding because they don't know that they're already married. So I learned from a girl in college who studied women's studies, whose name I can't remember. She had blonde hair. She smoked. That during the Renaissance, it was generally considered that women did not have control over who they slept with. All right. So, excuse me. I'm trying to... No, didn't go. Okay. So when I was coming of age, I had a really bad experience with a guy that I never even dated officially. But I wound up with a really bad depression and PTSD. We didn't ever even have sex. I know you guys think it happens when you get the girl to come, but that's not it. So then I heard stories, and then I eventually, after that guy didn't work out, and then I did get legally married. Wasn't really a marriage per se. He wasn't into it. He wasn't really a Christian. He was going along with whatever I said until we had sex. And then after we got married, it turned out everything he said he wanted to do while we were dating, he did not actually want to do. Then I had another a bad relationship, and in between there, that same guy showed back up again, and we did not quite ever come together. I mean, I wound up with a really bad depression, and then I hooked up with another guy that I didn't really like that much, but I needed because I had to pay rent. So, anyway, later when I read the Bible, what Jesus's words all said to me was that guy was my husband, and he was an asshole. And when he dumped me, that caused my depression, and also caused me to get married when I was legally married. That was actually the adultery with the other guy. So, then I set about watching other people. I went around and working at this bar where there was lots of rockers, and you know rockers, like they're kind of womanizers. They're there for the sex. You know that. They know that. Everyone knows that. But so then, yeah, this is what I would notice. is that frequently it's the singer. And so then there'll be one, or usually another, sometimes more than one, guys that just follow the singer around, and they know that like they can get better looking girls after they've been rejected by the singer. Like if they go up on their own, she'll tell them no, but if they wait until the singer dumps her, then she'll say yes. Why? I shall send to you another comforter. That because of the hardness of your hearts, Moses suffered you to put your wives away, but in the beginning it wasn't so. It's mean, and she can't help it. Okay, and then eventually, girls basically got tired of getting dumped, and they started insisting on the ring before they would put out, which then led to a whole host of other not quite marriages that people stayed in because they didn't want to commit adultery. You're probably already committing adultery. And even if you didn't do the deed, how many men have not looked at a Playboy magazine while they were legally or just in the eyes of God married? Didn't look at another girl on the street, didn't look at that was my first love. That was it. He talked a lot about other girls, and I think he thought that I thought higher. I think he thought I was trying to I think he was trying to get me mad so I'd hit him or something. Girls get mad if you say other girls are pretty, but I also think other girls are pretty, and that doesn't mean that I don't think I'm pretty. It doesn't bother me. It's just he never told me I was pretty. So I just walked around my entire 20s thinking I was not really that attractive until I read the Bible and some things came clear. But the point is, church people, you think you know what you're talking about, and you sometimes do not. You're not worldly enough to be paying this. He deliberately seduced me. He thought I had a male best friend who was less attractive, and he thought that I liked him for his money because I thought he wasn't stupid when I saw his parents' house. I thought he was stupid when we met. And then I saw him at his parents' house, and I found out from another friend that he had gone to some gifted and talent. So I thought maybe he's not stupid. Then he saw his parents' house, and I was like, oh, okay, maybe he's not stupid. He decided I liked his parents' money and that I was the whore of Babylon. So he deliberately seduced me so that he could dump me, so that I would go sleep with the other guy that liked me better. But we had already covered that, and he had insisted that he did not want to date me and that he only wanted to be my friend. But that was a lie. But other guy didn't know that, and he thought he was being nice, but at my expense. That's not a very high opinion of me, right? I mean, any way you slice it, it's not a very high opinion of me. And you're not supposed to cast your pearls before swine. So eventually, mentally, I just moved on. That was my story of how I was a Christian and talked to God directly, heard the voice of God, walked with God, talked with God my whole life, and still wound up fucking up, hurting lots of people's feelings, doing psychological damage to people not on purpose, and committing adultery, which wasn't my fault. Phew! But that's the point is, things aren't what they seem, and Thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Church people, you're still not doing it. Yeah, the secular world is also not doing it, but actually sometimes they accidentally do it, and sometimes you accidentally do it, but nobody's doing it on purpose right now. Not you guys, and not the secular people.